The Anunnaki and their ancient history. The Anunnaki are a group of deities from ancient Mesopotamian cultures, primarily the Sumerians, Akkadians, Assyrians, and Babylonians. In these myths, the Anunnaki were the offspring of Anu, the supreme god, and Ki, the earth goddess. They were responsible for various aspects of the world, including its creation, its laws, and the maintenance of order. In the context of the myth, when the gods instead of man, the Anunnaki played a crucial role in the lives of humans and the workings of the world. This myth illustrates the struggles of the gods, their interactions with each other, and their eventual decision to create humans to bear the burdens of labor that were too great for the gods themselves. The burden of the gods. In the beginning, the gods themselves performed all the work required to maintain the cosmos. This work included digging canals, clearing channels, and other labor-intensive tasks essential for the world's functioning. The Anunnaki, a group of great gods, found the work too burdensome and overwhelming. Introduction to Tablet 1. The Anunnaki and their Burden Tablet. One of the Atrahasis epic provides a detailed account of the Anunnaki gods' struggles with labor and their eventual decision to create humanity to bear their burdens. This section of the myth is foundational in understanding the relationship between the gods and humans in Mesopotamian mythology. The Igigi, lesser gods bearing the load. To alleviate their workload, the Anunnaki made the Igigi, a group of lesser gods, carry out the labor. The Igigi were forced to bear the workload sevenfold, digging canals and riverbeds such as the Tigris and Euphrates. They toiled for 3,600 years, performing the hard work day and night without respite. The revolt of the Igigi. Eventually, the Igigi grew weary and frustrated with their relentless toil. They began to grumble and blame each other for their suffering. Their collective frustration reached a breaking point, and they decided to confront Enlil, the counselor and warrior god, to demand relief from their burdens. The Night of Rebellion. Led by a god named Aliyah, the Igigi set fire to their tools and surrounded Enlil's dwelling at night. Enlil, initially unaware of the rebellion, was alerted by his vizier Nusku. The house was surrounded and the gods were agitated, demanding a resolution. Enlil's response and the assembly of the great gods Enlil, realizing the gravity of the situation, called for a council of the great gods, including Anu, the king of the sky, and Enki, the god of wisdom and water. Anu suggested that Nusku should go out and find out the exact demands and grievances of the Igigi. The decision to create mankind. Upon hearing the Igigi's complaints, the gods acknowledged that their work was indeed too hard and their trouble too great. Enki proposed a solution: to create a new being to bear the burdens of the gods. He suggested that the womb goddess, Nintu, Belet Ili, should create humans from clay mixed with the flesh and blood of a slain god. The creation of humans. Following this plan, the gods sacrificed a god named Iluwela, who had intelligence, and mixed his flesh and blood with clay to create mankind. This new creation was intended to take over the laborious tasks that the gods could no longer endure. Humans were thus created to bear the yoke of labor, maintaining the world and serving the gods. Conclusion of Tablet 1. Tablet 1 concludes with the successful creation of humans and the relief of the gods from their burdensome work. The Anunnaki assigned the fate of the new beings, and humanity was set to take on the tasks that had once been the responsibility of the gods. Tablet 1 of the Atrahasis epic reveals the immense burden the gods faced in maintaining the world. The Anunnaki, overwhelmed by their labor, forced the lesser Igigi gods to toil for thousands of years, digging canals and clearing channels. Exhausted and frustrated, the Igigi rebelled against Enlil, demanding relief. The great gods, including Anu and Enki, convened to address the crisis. Enki proposed creating humans to bear the burdens of the gods. By mixing the flesh and blood of a sacrificed god with clay, humanity was born to take over the laborious tasks. Thus, humans were created to serve the gods, relieving them of their overwhelming work and establishing a new order in the cosmos.